Oh.
Oh, Fonty.
Oh. Hi, Tremaine.
Well, you seem upset. Is something wrong?
Oh, no. It's probably just allergies, right? Nothing to do with the quality of the products that you've been putting out the last few weeks.
Font, you know if you have something to say, you can talk to me, right?
Well, Mr. Emery, to be honest, some of the boys, obviously not me, I'm a big fan, some of the boys have been saying that maybe you're not 100% in touch with what Supreme truly is.
Well, I bet those boys don't know this. I was friends with Virgil.
That's right, you were his friend. And that's about it, huh?
I have been running Denim Tears for years now. I consult to countless celebrities. If you're trying to say the only reason I got this position was because I'm friends with Virgil, well, yeah, maybe, probably.
Honestly, the way you laid it out like that hopefully will make some of the boys, obviously not me, see that you are a true genius.
I know, I just take inspiration from wherever it comes.
Just go ahead and tell us, who did you get your inspiration from for your latest collab?
Funny story, I was out getting a cheeseburger when I bumped into this fellow. Hey, anyone want to buy a McNugget? I get like 0.01 cents off of every one that sells.
Aw, man, we're so fucked.
I feel like I'm chosen, I'm covered in gold.
Welcome back, friends, to another edition of Fauntleroy's Finest, and today we have quite possibly, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, the absolute worst week of Supreme I have ever seen in my life. There are a couple of pieces that are maybe somewhat whatever okay, but if we could ever call a week a dumpster fire of a week, it's this dumpster fire of a week. I honestly didn't want to make this video. I would have rather gone and made an Excel file for absolutely no reason. But there are a few of you out there that looked at me with those puppy dog eyes and say, we don't even care if it's a bad week. We just think you make fun videos and we want to watch you make fun of this stuff. So for those people, I say, alright, what the hell? There's really nothing redeeming for this week.
It stinks.
I was thinking of making a Tremaine Emery plushie though. Looks like this. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd want one. Heck, I'll sell a few, get a cease and desist, why not? But if you enjoyed these videos, make sure you subscribe, use the notifications. I'm gonna have a raffle Wednesday going on tonight, and every other Wednesday that I'm around the house and can do a live stream. And make sure you join the Discord for all the information. It has links to different streetwear drops, different sneaker drops, all kinds of things. And there's a bunch of us in there with some knowledge on all kinds of things, so ask your questions and they might get an answer. Best part about it is it's free, so yeah, change your life, get in there, let's do it. Anyways, let's get into this train wreck of a drop. I'm going to try to do this really quickly. There's actually a bunch of sets that go together, so I'm just going to put them together. First off, we have the Tremaine Emery Special, the Western cutout sweatpants and hooded sweatshirt. This is just a clown show. He obviously got his inspiration for that yellow and red one from the McDonald's. That olive colorway actually doesn't look that bad, and as you see later with the shoes, they chose to not even put the olive colorway on a khaki shoe. It actually probably would have made that shoe look alright. I wouldn't buy these unless you want to look like some kind of clown show coming to town. Next up, we have nylon painter shorts. If you need some nylon painter shorts, well, you can buy them this week. Next up, we have the Supreme Umbro track jacket and pants. These are both snap away. Track jackets have the sleeves that snap away, and the track pants have the legs that snap away.
I ejaculated in my pants.
These are the type of track suits that look like some country that was finally getting to send folks to the Olympics for the very first time would provide for those athletes. Which is to say, they don't look great. They kind of look like they come from the sales section at a Macy's. I've already talked about them for far longer than I should have, so I'm gonna stop it right now.
That's enough. Put down the mic.
Next up, we have a gradient knit zip-up polo and shorts. That's right, if you didn't get enough coolness out of wearing a polo that was knitted, well, now you can add shorts to that. What a look that'll be. You would walk into a room and all of the ladies would just melt to the floor. Not really, they would actually just leave and it would look like they all melted into the floor and were gone.
But you have clothes like a fucking dickhead.
You follow up a Kuji collaboration without sweaters, and you give us a knit polo the next week. If if you didn't buy anything from the Kuji collaboration, then you're not gonna buy these, right? I mean, they're just not it. They're just not it. So just stay home. Next up, we have the Gonze Poems sweater. At least they used the right colorways on this sweater. The sweater should be a little higher, honestly. I don't really like the blue colorway. I don't really like the black colorway. I do like that olive colorway a lot in this item. But at the end of the day, all the words that are on these things don't really mean anything.
And it was meaningless.
They're a little depressing, and Supreme normally gives off this kind of FU kind of vibe. This one's more like an anti-social social club kind of piece. That said, I don't hate the sweater that much, but again, there's nothing here really, so unless you really want this for yourself, let's keep going. Next up, probably the best piece of the week, honestly, just overall, this needlepoint shirt. And then I don't really care for that back hit on this shirt. If it only just had the piece on the front and maybe a little bit of an embroidered Supreme on the back, it probably would look a lot better. It's $160, so it's really expensive, not really worth getting it unless you just really like this item. So at the end of the day, let's keep going. Yeah, classic logo 6 panel, why not? Let's just throw some more utter garbage on top of this trash heap.
Still a piece of garbage.
Speaking of garbage, these Gonze Poems chino pants. I'm really not a fan of the pant forms of these. Those backpacks looked really good. So far, all of the other clothing items I'm not really into. And they didn't make an olive colorway of this. I think the olive colorway looked the best. I don't really see anybody wanting these. I fall into that category as well, so yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay, you need to let that go.
Next up, we have the Clark's McDonald's collab. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not it. Oh, it's Clark's Supreme Wallabies. My bad. This was supposed to be the hope of the week. We got an early drop list like on Monday that looked awful, but they said Clark's images soon to come. When they did, it was like getting punched in the face. My wallet started to praise the Lord of all lords because it knew it was getting a rest this week. Sometimes Clark's actually do okay. They have in the past. I just really don't see it with these. If for any reason you wanted to take a gamble, I think that black colorway is probably the one that would be the best. I think this is just another terrible choice that the creative director has made. One of many thousands, it seems, the last few seasons. These would be very comfortable if you pick them up, but at the end of the day, I really think it's a big miss.
Can I see them?
Yeah.
These offer a lot of support.
Right.
Next up, we have this Old English Straw Crusher. Now, actually, the price point on this thing isn't as bad as they've normally been in the past. We've seen a lot of crushers going in like the 70 range. That's just crazy to me. This one 58, I guess that's okay. I don't know anybody that wants this thing. I do like that big embroidered Supreme on this piece. I think the colorways are okay. I think the black one is probably the best of these. If there was some reason that you needed to buy something this week, if you did a multi-cart of maybe the two hats that I like the best, this one and the one that's coming up next, maybe that's a cart, but I think if you want them for the personal, they'll be fine. I just don't think this is that popular anymore. And if you're looking to resell stuff this week, like Supreme really isn't the place that you should be looking.
I can do this.
Next up, the Gonze Poem Cam Cap. Now, if there was any item that I would actually buy this week, it would be this Gonze Poem Cam Cap, the one with the red box logo, the khaki one. Very disappointed it's not an olive hat. I don't know what they were thinking. It looks so much better in the olive colorway. I've been saying that the whole time. I don't understand why they switched it to a khaki colorway for just the hats and those chino pants. Whatever, it is what it is. If there was anything else worth buying this week, I probably would pick up that red camp cap. It's a decent piece. I don't think a lot of resellers are going to be shopping this week, and it has potential to age down the road. But that said, I don't think you should be single carding camp caps either. So, you know, unless you're buying something, don't worry about it.
It's wrong. It's wrong!
Next up, the Animal Kingdom short sleeve top. Does this not show you how terrible of a week it is? A really dumb spell out short sleeve top. I mean, an $88 t-shirt is not going to do it for you. There's no reason to buy this unless you want it. Again, if you want to wear it, great. It's going to be a nice premium t-shirt. You're going to love it, but you're spending $100 to get this to your house. Just FYI.
Yikes.
And here we go, probably the coolest item of the week in my opinion, the Supreme USM Credenza. Now this thing is going to be $3,000, so stop your nonsense. If you have the cash to pick it up, this thing would be great for a store, shoe store, reseller store, all that kind of stuff. Hell, any kind of store. I remember we had an office that had something very similar to this, and the bottom part used to be our bar. Really, really cool piece. Very functional piece too. And if you have the money to spend on it, honestly, huge flex. Great place to store all your Supreme items. I don't think there's going to be a ton of these. I expect them to actually sell out even with that crazy price. People that like Supreme know when they make quality items. This is a very quality piece, but you're going to pay for it. So if you have the cash to waste on something like this, I think it's a great, awesome piece. But for your average buyer, $3,000 is pretty damn steep. I think we all can agree on that one.
I can make that much money in 5 seconds.
And finally, the number one item of the week, the Supreme Rotewing 600 3-in-1 mechanical pen pencil. So no, you do not get 3 of these in a pack. This is one pencil, and it costs you $58.
No!
Hey, I know, I did the same thing as him. But these actually do retail for $52, so we're not really getting that much of a Supreme tax on this particular pencil. Now, it's a 3-in-1 pencil-pen combo. Your 3 items are the mechanical pencil, black pen, red pen, and then apparently it comes with an extra blue pen cartridge. So, technically it's a 4-in-1. Another one of these items that's kind of a flex item. Like, it will last forever. You probably can just keep getting replacements for it. That company has been around for a long time and they make a lot of nice things. But I don't really see these reselling. It's almost exactly identical to the original one that they make. It just has a little Supreme box logo on it. That's probably why the prices aren't that much different. Anyways, it's a really cool flex if you get one, but they're not for resale at all. It's just a personal. This whole week is a personal at best. You're lucky you even got a video, to be fair.
Do you feel lucky?
Alright guys, that is it. The worst Supreme week in the history of Fauntleroy's finest videos. No question about that. Potentially the worst Supreme week in the history of the entire company's lifespan.
Sometime you win, sometime we win.
And there's only one man that we can thank for that. Thank you, Mr. Emery, and thank you for all the skill that you put into becoming friends with Kanye and Virgil. I know I don't know anything about design, but I do know what looks like ass. And this week is ass.
Yeah, that's enough of your bullshit, son.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you look out for that live stream. And if for some reason this video did not give you all the Fauntleroy you need in your life today, well, then you should check out these videos right here.
You can see the pain in my life. Demons coming back from the past. Feeling like I'm better.